My phone buzzed at 2:14 p.m. Not a text, a call from Armin, my cousin, the jeweler. I was halfway through my lunch, half listening to a podcast, when his voice cut through the background noise like a scalpel. "Hey, you might want to sit down for this." I didn't. I stood still, phone pressed tighter to my ear. "Your wife's here. She's buying an engagement ring." I laughed, not because it was funny, because it was reflex, a shield, a stall tactic so my brain could play catch-up. "It's not our anniversary." "She's not alone," Armin said quietly. "She's with someone else. Some guy. She just swiped your card." My skin prickled. I didn't ask what the guy looked like, didn't ask if Armin was sure. Instead, I stared out the window. Quiet street, same wind chime on the neighbor's porch, same house, same marriage. Different reality. "Approve the charge," I said. "Are you sure?" "Yes, but change the engraving." A beat of silence. Then, carefully, he asked, "To what?" I didn't hesitate. "Thanks for the evidence, idiot." That evening, she came home smelling like cheap cologne and bold lies. She dropped the shopping bags at the door, kissed my cheek like muscle memory, and headed straight to the shower. I watched the water stain her footprints into the tile. She didn't say where she'd been. I didn't ask. Not yet. I poured a drink I didn't sip and sat in the silence of our kitchen, listening to the dull hum of the house we built together. A place filled with echoing laughs, Sunday mornings, dinner plans, all now suspended in stale air. She came back in a towel. "You okay?" she asked. "Yeah." Simple. Disarming. Because I wasn't ready to burn her yet. I needed the full firewood, and her panic would be the gasoline. The next 3 days were quiet. Too quiet. Like the space between lightning and thunder. I smiled more than usual, asked about her day, packed her lunch, watched her carefully as she texted at odd hours with her screen tilted just slightly away. She laughed more at her phone than she ever did with me lately. I memorized the numbers on her lock screen. Screenshots, saved messages, forwarded emails. The man she was seeing wasn't just anyone. He was a coworker, a junior consultant with a shaky marriage and a gym addiction. She called him sweetheart in one message, said she was counting days, that she'd found the one, all using my card, my house, my name. She even sent him a photo of the ring, captioned, "Can't wait to slide this on your finger." The photo showed the velvet box, but not the engraving. Not yet. The next morning I got the text I was waiting for. Just 2 words from her. "What the hell?" Then came the call. Her voice cracked, barely holding together. "Why does this ring say, 'Thanks for the evidence, idiot'?" I let the silence sit. Let her unravel. "Are you going to say something?" "I already did," I said calmly. "It's engraved." She gasped, then stammered, then hung up. That night she came home late, tried to act normal. Puffy eyes, silent lips, fingers fidgeting like broken gears. "It's not what it looks like." I nodded slowly. "Then tell me what it is." No answer. She stood there like a statue melting in her own shame. I looked at her, really looked, for the first time in weeks, and I felt nothing. I placed the velvet box on the table between us. She looked at it like it might explode. "Take it," I said. She hesitated. "Why?" "You paid for it," I smiled thinly. "Or, I did." Still, she didn't move. "You should give it to him," I added, standing. "Let him know exactly who you are. Start things off honest for once." Tears welled in her eyes, but I didn't flinch. "Please, just listen." "I already did," I interrupted. "To your calls, to your lies, to the man you called sweetheart while you laid next to me." She collapsed into the chair, sobbing. I stayed standing, still, composed. "This ring," I whispered, "is the last thing you'll ever get from me." I walked out, left her with her guilt, her silence, and a symbol of her betrayal boxed in velvet and regret. I didn't file for divorce right away. That would have been too easy. No, I let her sit in it. Let her come home every day to the absence of confrontation. Let her stew in the quiet until it finally drove her to leave. I didn't chase, didn't beg, didn't forgive. Some betrayals don't earn fire. They earn silence. And now she hears it every day. The ring still sits on her dresser, untouched, still engraved, still damning. I didn't lose a wife. I lost a liar, and that's a trade I'll make every time. Sometimes the sharpest revenge is letting them destroy themselves with the truth they tried to bury.